In the beginning of the story, we see some parasites that entered people's bodies and started living among humans, and now they want to kill all humans. But during this time, a parasite came in the hands of a boy named Shinichi. But Shinichi and that parasite Migi became very good friends. But then because of the parasites, Shinichi had to kill his mother. That's why Shinichi decided that he would find all the parasites and kill them. At the same time, the parasites had to kill humans to stay alive. Parasites were killing humans and eating them, because of which many people in the city were found dead. Then the police officers also found out that there are parasites behind all these deaths, which are now hiding among humans. That's why a mission was started to save humans and kill parasites, which was named Human Life Protection. Now after this, we see those two officers who were working on the case of parasites. They both take a man named Uragami to their headquarters, where many people are brought in front of this man. They ask him to tell them, is he a parasite or a human? Uragami was a serial killer, but he had a special ability with which he could find out if a person is a parasite or a normal human. Now whoever is brought in front of him, none of them comes out as parasites. Then Shinichi comes in front of him. Uragami sees something special in Shinichi for a moment, but then Uragami can't find out if Shinichi is a parasite or a normal human. That's why he tells Shinichi that he is a normal human. Shinichi is now allowed to go from here, but Shinichi was still on his mission. He was looking for parasites and killing them now. While going from here, he finds a parasite, which was killing a human and eating it. Shinichi fights that parasite with the help of his friend Migi and injures his heart and kills him. That's when Shinichi realizes that someone is following him. Shinichi looks outside, but he doesn't see anyone. He leaves from here. But there was a man hiding there who had a camera, and he was spying on Shinichi. Now at night, Shinichi was cooking with Migi. Meanwhile, he talks to Migi and says that I want to kill the boss of all these parasites, and the boss of all these parasites is the mayor of this city, who is also a parasite. He has hidden many parasites in the city hall. The mayor had hidden many parasites in the city hall, and Tamiya was also with him, and Tamiya had given birth to a human baby. Tamiya was still experimenting on herself. Here, Tamiya was the leader of all the parasites, and the mayor comes and tells her that we have to kill Shinichi and Migi because they are killing our parasite companions together. But Tamiya stops the mayor from killing and says that Shinichi and Migi are very special. They are our biggest hope to live together among humans and parasites. Here Tamiya was taking the side of humans, and she didn't want to kill humans because after becoming a mother, Tamiya's human emotions were also developing. But the mayor didn't like all these things at all. Now after this, we see a parasite, which is very powerful. He goes to an office and kills everyone there. After a while, when the mayor finds out this news, he goes to his most powerful parasite, Gooto, who was playing the piano. The mayor asks him if you killed people there, but Gooto refuses and says that Migi did that. There are not one but 5 parasites in Gooto, and one of them is named Migi. Now because there are 5 parasites in one body, Gooto is the most dangerous parasite here. And now the mayor tells Gooto to kill Shinichi and Migi. While Tamiya was observing Shinichi and Migi, and Tamiya had put that man, Kuramori, behind Shinichi. Kuramori had taken many photos of Shinichi and Migi, and he was considering them dangerous. That's why he tells Tamiya that we should inform the police about this. But Tamiya refuses to do that. Kuramori was trying to be more personal with Tamiya. Actually, he started loving her, because he didn't know that Tamiya is the leader of all parasites. Now Kuramori comes to his house at night. He lives in this house with his only daughter, and his wife died many years ago. Kuramori asks his daughter if you want a new mom, but his daughter says that, don't joke, Dad. Look at your face and talk. Who will marry you at this age? Kuramori doesn't mind his daughter's words. He was very happy. On the other side, Satomi is shown, who is Shinichi's girlfriend. But she was angry with Shinichi because Shinichi had hidden from her that he is related to parasites, and she knows everything about them. Satomi gets angry with him and leaves. Now Shinichi knows that Kuramori is following him. That's why Shinichi catches Kuramori with the help of Migi. Then Shinichi knows that Tamiya is following him. Migi and Shinichi tell him that Tamiya is also a parasite. In fact, she is one of the smartest parasites. Kuramori can't believe this. That's when Shinichi meets Tamiya. Tamiya talks to Shinichi and tells him that you have to be careful because my colleagues want to kill you. Tamiya says that they are still killing humans. She tells Shinichi to give her some time. I will teach them to live like humans and eat like humans. But Shinichi says that if they kill humans, what should I do? Should I just let them go? Now after talking to Tamiya, Shinichi comes back to Kuromori, and he recorded Tamiya's words, and as proof, he gives Kuromori the recording. Migi tells Kuromori that she is the leader of all parasites, and in this area, along with the mayor, many parasites live. For the sake of Shinichi, she tells him to stay away from all this. But Kuromori started loving Tamiya, and now after knowing all this, his heart breaks. That's why he goes to meet the mayor to reveal all the parasites. But while going from there, Kuromori plants a bug there. But the mayor's companion parasite finds out about it. Then the mayor tells him to send his parasites and kill him. Now after this, some parasites go to Kuromori's house to kill him. But Kuromori was not there. That's why they kill Kuromori's only daughter. When Kuromori sees all this, the fire of revenge starts burning inside him. On the other hand, when Shinichi was going somewhere, Migi tells him that there are 5 parasites around us. Now the same parasite, Migi, comes here, which was actually Gooto. Migi understands everything by seeing him. He tells Shinichi that there are 5 parasites in this body. That's why it's very dangerous. Migi tells Shinichi to run away. Shinichi runs away. Migi attacks him many times. But while running away from him, Shinichi cleverly separates him from his head. After the parasite's mind is separated from the body, the parasite dies. That's why Shinichi thinks he's dead and leaves. But in the remaining parasites, a parasite, Gooto, comes out of his hand and enters his head, and he calls Migi back in his hand. Now Gooto had control over all the 4 parasites. The next day, Tamiya finds out that the mayor had sent parasites to kill Kuromori without her permission. Tamiya tells the mayor that, don't forget, I was the one who made you win the election, and now you're going against me. Here, some parasites were also against Tamiya, because Tamiya had human emotions, and she was taking more sides of humans. That's why the mayor sends his 3 parasites to kill Tamiya. Tamiya senses this and understands that the 3 of them are coming to kill her. That's why Tamiya, to save her child, leaves him here and goes away from him. After this, when the 3 of them come to kill Tamiya, Tamiya kills them in one blow. But when she comes back to her baby, she sees that someone has kidnapped her child. Tamiya gets a note there that Kuromori had left, and he had kidnapped Tamiya's child. Tamiya gets very angry seeing all this. Tamiya goes to Satomi and takes Shinichi's number from her, and tells Shinichi to come to the place where Kuromori has taken her child. Then Tamiya reaches Kuromori. Shinichi also reaches there from behind. They both try to convince Kuromori not to kill that child. As soon as they see, a crowd gathers here, and the same 2 police officers who were working on the case of parasites also come here. Kuromori, to bring Tamiya's real face in front of everyone, was about to throw her child. Then Tamiya shows her real face and kills Kuromori. Tamiya saves her child, but this makes the police understand that Tamiya is a parasite. On the other hand, the police had come to know that the mayor has hidden many parasites in the city hall. That's why the special force is sent to the city hall, where all these officers start taking people out one by one and scan their bodies so that they know who is a human and who is a parasite. They identify the parasite and kill it by taking it to the other side. Then the parasites understand all this. A parasite kills an officer. Seeing this, there is chaos here. The same serial killer had also come with them to help Uragami, and with the help of him, all these officers go inside, identify the parasites, and kill all the parasites one by one. Then they all go to the mayor. The mayor starts giving a heavy speech like every politician here and says, "What do you think? That this is your victory?" The mayor says that humans are real monsters who are killing other species to save themselves and their benefits. Here, when the mayor's speech is over, the police officers shoot him and kill him. But then they all see that the mayor was not a parasite at all, but he was a human being, and he was only supporting the parasites. Now, seeing the shocked faces of these police officers, Uragami starts laughing because he knew from the beginning that the mayor was not a parasite, but he was a normal human being. But now he looks back where the same parasite Gooto was standing. And seeing him, the serial killer also falls down in fear. All the officers shoot him at the same time, but he saves himself by making a shield. The same serial killer leaves from here because he had understood what was going to happen here. Then Goto starts wreaking havoc on the city. On the other hand, the police officers had understood that Tamiya is a parasite. That's why the police officers shoot Tamiya. Then Tamiya protects her child, by which she gets a lot of bullets. Shinichi tells everyone to stop, but now it was too late, and now Tamiya starts dying here. Before Tamiya dies, she gives her child to Shinichi and tells him to raise him like a normal human being. After this, Tamiya dies here. Seeing Tamiya die while saving her child, Shinichi remembers his mother, because last time his mother saved him from the parasite, after which Shinichi had to kill her. Shinichi starts crying a lot, remembering his mother. That's why Satomi also comes here. Satomi takes care of Shinichi. After this, these people leave from here. That's when the police officers find out that a parasite has killed many of their officers. Knowing this, these police officers immediately reach there. Shinichi also goes with them. That's when Migi tells Shinichi that there is the same parasite here, which has 5 parasites in one body. Here Goto was standing on the building. He throws the mayor's head down and then jumps down and comes here. Shinichi sees him and runs away from here. That's when one police officer shoots him, but Goto saves himself. Then Goto kills this police officer. All the police officers get scared and get out of his way. He goes behind Shinichi to kill him. Shinichi runs away with a car. That's when Goto follows him with a bike and flies over the car. That's when Migi drops the car. Migi saves Shinichi and brings him up. But then they both see that Goto is still fine. Shinichi runs into a jungle. Migi tells Shinichi that as long as I stay with you, he will find us. That's why we have to separate and attack him. Shinichi listens to Migi. Then he hides here. Then Goto comes here. Migi attacks Goto, but Goto saves himself. That's when Shinichi attacks him from behind. But Goto stops him too. Goto was very strong, and he starts fighting them both and trying to kill them. That's when Migi fights Goto alone to save Shinichi, and tells Shinichi to run away from here. He tells Shinichi that now he won't be able to find you. Migi was fighting Goto's 5 parasites alone here. Shinichi didn't want to leave Migi, but to save himself, Shinichi has to leave Migi here and run away. Migi is killed by Goto here, but in the end, Migi stops Goto to save Shinichi. Then Migi dies. While running away, Shinichi escapes Goto and hides somewhere. Shinichi was very injured. That's why he calls Satomi here. Satomi takes care of him. But then the next morning, Shinichi sees that some of Migi's cells are still inside Shinichi. Because in the last part, we saw that when Shinichi was dying, Migi had left some cells in his body, and with the help of those cells, Migi comes back to him. Seeing this, Shinichi understands that Goto will find him again. That's why Shinichi leaves Satomi here and goes in front of Goto. Shinichi tells him to follow him, and while running he comes to a factory where garbage is burned. Shinichi comes here and starts fighting Goto. Shinichi somehow puts an iron rod inside Goto, but this does nothing to Goto. Goto takes it out and tells Shinichi that nothing can happen to him. Goto says that he will kill all humans because humans are the biggest enemies of humans. Saying this, Goto attacks Shinichi, but then Migi stops him. After this, the real Migi also comes out of Goto's hands and says that I went inside him, and this was my plan. Now here Goto tries to kill Shinichi, but Migi saves him. After this, something happens to Goto. Then Migi tells him that there were a lot of chemicals on the road, because of which all the parasites inside Goto are getting separated from his body. As you can see, all the parasites are separated from Goto's body, and only the most dangerous parasite's body is left. Shinichi throws that body into the fire, due to which the most dangerous parasite is also burned and killed. Now let's see the scene after a while where everything was fine. People were forgetting the parasites and people were living a normal life again. Shinichi's life had also become normal. But here Migi tells him that now all the parasites are over. That's why we should also separate. Migi tells Shinichi that he will go into hibernation, and this way Shinichi will get his hand back. Shinichi tells Migi that don't go, because Migi and Shinichi had become good friends. But Migi doesn't listen to Shinichi, and he also goes into hibernation to give him a normal life like all humans. After which Shinichi's hand comes back. Shinichi gets very sad after losing another close friend and starts crying. Now some more time passes and Shinichi and Satomi start living happily together. They also go to meet Tamiya's son. But then one day the same serial killer sees Satomi and Shinichi together and takes Satomi to the roof of a building. Shinichi goes to save her. That's when the serial killer asks Shinichi that the monsters were killing humans for food, but who are humans because they too have been killing each other for years. That's when Satomi says that they are people like you who are real monsters and they kill people. Hearing this, the serial killer gets very angry and throws Satomi down from there. That's when Shinichi runs to save her. He pushes Uragami, but that's when he feels that he couldn't save Satomi. Shinichi couldn't see Satomi falling. That's why he closes his eyes and starts remembering all the moments. But that's when he hears Migi's voice. Then when Shinichi opens his eyes, he sees that he has caught Satomi. Shinichi immediately pulls Satomi up. Shinichi thinks that Migi came back in his hand and saved Satomi. Shinichi starts remembering Migi, and with this scene, this story ends here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.